The Schuylkill Center for Environmental Education is a 365-acre environmental center with a nature center that's attached, and it's all about conservation and ways for people to interact with the environment. And then part of that is us, the Widlife Clinic, and we rehabilitate sick, injured, and orphaned animals to hopefully release back in the wild.
We are the first urban environmental education center in the entire United States. So we are one of the first to kind of put a focus on preserving and protecting the land, even in a city environment. We see all kinds of different things. We see any sort of native bird species, from little songbirds to giant raptors. We see reptiles and amphibians. Those are one of my personal favorites. We also get a lot of different mammals. So any of your small rodents like squirrels, chipmunks. We also get opossums.
Humans are definitely the cause of 90% of the animals we receive. Common reasons animals come into care include caught by cat. We actually get a lot of caught by cat animals. We also get a lot of hit by cars, even if they were just grazed by the car and then they can't fly away from the shoulder, things of that nature. And then just true orphans. We have a wide variety of care we can provide. Recently, one staff member has learned to do simple sutures. We have an on-site x-ray machine, which has been tremendous help.
That is my favorite. I call it a toy, but it's not really a toy. It's my favorite thing that we have. It has been a game changer because we've been able to see things that we wouldn't have seen before or wouldn't have felt before, especially when it comes to things like heavy metals. There have been times where we weren't aware of a bullet that was in an animal's body, or if they had swallowed some metal that was making them sick. Something that we would have never known without that x-ray. So having that has really changed the abilities of what we can do here.
There's a lot of ways humans could do small steps to help the wildlife, including not using sticky traps, not using that sticky tape for lanternflies. Get a lot of birds looking for a free meal on that, and it's not great. Also, just be aware of where you're driving, especially if it's a high roadkill area. There's going to be animals trying to get that free food.
My passion project is window strikes with the birds. So we are partnered with Bird Safe Philly, who operates during migration season to be on the lookout very early in the morning. They go out looking for birds that have been victim to window collisions. So by turning off your lights at night, that can help decrease the amount of light pollution in the sky, keeping the birds from getting disoriented. There's so much about birds that make them admirable. One, they can fly. How cool is that? But there's 10,000 plus species of birds in the entire world. So they're all unique and have unique attributes, different ways that they interact with the environment, different ways that they express their emotions and different things. So there really is a lot of intricacy to being a bird, and I find that just so fascinating. I love them.
The changing climate is definitely impacting wildlife, and we see it at the clinic.
A lot of times, especially in the summer right now, we're seeing a lot of dehydration in these little ones because it is hot. Leaving water out could really be the difference between life and death for wildlife. The summers have been starting earlier and earlier and lasting longer, and because of that, we are seeing a lot more baby wildlife.
Babies are earlier and earlier. They're also having more babies. Last year, we're pretty sure the squirrels had 3 clutches, and they usually only have 2.
This past year, that was going into November, which is technically winter. And we were still seeing baby squirrels come through this building. Because of that, we think that a lot of mom's nutrients were really drained. She just was tired, not doing her best. So a lot of those babies were coming in really unhealthy at that time of the year. So it's definitely having an impact.
Like everything has been at least 2 weeks early. The ducks, the squirrels, the opossums, the songbirds. So we definitely see it already.
Every year we've done more and more. Last year, I believe we did around 2,300. And this year we're projected to go above that.
And last year was a record-breaking year, and it's only gonna keep going up.
It's getting to be a lot more, and we require a lot more help because of it. I love our volunteers. We could not do what we do without volunteers. We are a staff of 4. We have different levels of volunteers, and we typically ask them to sign up for 1 4-hour shift every week as a commitment.
Hi, my name is Miguel. I've been volunteering at the Schuylkill Widlife Clinic for 2 years now. As a volunteer, I help create meals for all the animals, in addition to clean the surfaces, enclosures, and do laundry. My whole life I've always been passionate and interested in animals, and finding the Widlife Clinic has helped me come close and aid in their release and be there for them when they need it most.
It's hard not to get attached to the animals. Of course, you know, you're working with them sometimes multiple times a week and you start to care for them, but you also have to know that what you're doing is going to help them live out the rest of their lives successfully. And also another reason that I love working here is I learn so much. I can then pass on the knowledge of what I know to other people who either want to help animals in their own community or who might possibly want to come here.
What does it feel like to release an animal back into the wild?
It's very rewarding releasing an animal that we've cared for, especially ones who we honestly weren't sure. A lot of the hawks we've released, they were so down and out, they needed a lot of treatment, and then all of a sudden they're just like, I'm a hawk, we're good. And then we can release them, which is amazing. Same with some of the screech owls. It's a little hard for me to release the opossums, like I said, because I just get so attached and I just want them. That is a red-tailed hawk, actually.
It takes a lot of courage for these animals to heal. This is not where they want to be. They don't know that we're helping. And, you know, they could just give up. It's seeing them free and in a space where they belong is just so awesome. It's a beautiful thing.
Being able to see the animals fly, crawl, and jump away is just gives me so much joy. I'm just like happy to see them to just go about, because it's like the end of them being at the Widlife Clinic, plus the start to the rest of their life in the wild.
do that?